This will have to be muted. And we need to immediately edit so I can tell them what's going on. Can't see what I'm putting there. All right, so it should say that, and now we can go live. We should actually be live right now, so you might want to say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Can't see Mikey. How's that? Hey, we're just setting up so that my little protege here can do some live streaming with me today. Just give me one moment, and I will get that up and running. All right, so this is what's going to be shown on YouTube. That's us live right now. And there's a YouTube chat room, right? So I pop that out. And I pull that over here so people can kind of see what's going on, and then I move it, you know, in between.
Let's see if I can access it myself.
Remember, you're live right now. Camera, microphone, look at that.
Oh,
keep that in mind.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
All right, so traders, chat room is open, and something is playing right now that needs to be turned off. Or here it is. There we go. All right, so. You're welcome to come join the chat room. Is the link posted? I believe this link will get you guys to my live streaming. Come join me live streaming from the live trading room. You guys over here, come switch to over here. Welcome traders. We will start looking at charts in a moment.
Hello, good to see you all.
Introduce yourself, Mikey. I think they know who I am.
All right, I'm Michael Carboni. I'm Oscar Carboni's son. Most of you probably will know me as Mikey. I'll go by either one.
That is the sound of, oh, it's, we have to answer this. We just have to. It's live.
Is it tap?
It won't answer.
Tap.
Mr. Perry, what are you doing, sir?
All right, trading.
Yeah, look, but not only trading, you are live right now on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you name it, you're live everywhere. So,
all right, let me give you a shout out.
Put your face in the camera there.
Buongiorno from Italy. Oscar Carboni, #1 trader in the world. Uno #1, Oscar Carboni.
Miss,
Italy.
nice to see you, brother. You're looking good. I can't switch that view though, so he's looking at our screens. No, we're not doing OmniCamp. I'm doing a live stream right now. We're going to look at some charts and stuff like that.
You got that right, Street Jeans. Stops are in and emotions are out.
Okay, call me later. I signed my contract for my house today. My nono's birth certificate from Pastor Plantanilla Calabria.
And you're eating spaghetti while you speak to me. I'm loving it.
Eminem live from Las Vegas. I like that.
It's great. All right, Mike. You have a great day. I'll give you a buzz when I'm done.
Okay, ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Great. I'm going to go visit him as soon as I can. My buddy I've been hanging out with for years moved to Italy, what, 2 weeks ago?
Something like that, yeah.
All right, so remember there's risk involved in trading, people. Don't ever trade any of these crazy markets, no matter what the chart looks like, without putting your stops in first, because a stop is your best friend. You need to know that. 41 years in the business, I will not trade without a stop. I won't even consider getting into a trade without a stop. The moment that something really bad happens and the world is going crazy is not the time to remember that you should have put your stops in first. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you do that. All right, so we are going to take a look at what the markets are doing, what we kind of expected would happen this week. And as far as I'm concerned, we were looking for holiday reversals. I kind of put that in last night's video as well. And boy, did we see a holiday reversal. Look at this mess. Let me see if I can find another little red arrow for us. It comes up green and upside down. How about that? Not for long. So let me move this down. All right, so look at what happened. Quite the holiday reversal there, huh? We were moving up smartly. Right? Up, 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 up. Right in the beginning of the holiday week. Down, down, down. So bravo for those phenomenons of holiday reversals. Not quite a phenomenon anymore, huh? What's in there, Mikey? You can read that to me.
All right. Didn't know Mike was part of the family.
Oh, yeah, he's a great friend of ours.
Absolutely, absolutely. Been around since pretty much the beginning of the move out here. Where in Italy?
Hooligan, I saw.
Bari.
Hooligan saying, Oscar, what do you... Here, wait, let's go like this first. What do you think of the talk about Saudi Arabia threatening to trade in oil and other currencies? All I can say is since I started in this business, I've been hearing the threat of other dollars, petrodollars, you name it, whatever you want to call them. It's never happened before. There is this. And, this is a question for anybody who has got responsibility of a lot of money. Let's call it a sovereign fund with billions of dollars. And you've got to take your country's money and invest it in other countries. Okay? So the question is, would you want to invest your money in the block of Brazil, Saudi Arabia, Iran, China? Would you like to invest with that block in Russia, by the way? Is that where you would like to put your country's money, or do you feel safer in US dollars and the US economy? So that's really the question here. Will it work? That's if the world thinks that's a safer place to put their money than here in the USA. I don't know if the world's ready for that yet, so it probably won't work in the future possibly, but I don't know that we're ready yet. I think I would trust in the FDIC before I would trust in the Russian, Brazilian, Iranian brigade. I don't know. Call me crazy. It's in nobody's interest for the dollar to crash. So, they thought the euro was going to take over. Look what happened to that. You think this is going to take over? I don't think so. Not yet. Maybe in the future, us Roman American, the USA Romans will go by the way to Romans and other things will come up. But I think in our lifetime, it is what it is. As far as much as everyone slags off US dollar, what other currency or what? Popular? What's that word you're trying to put there, my friend?
Are people going to put their money in rubles?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, really, is that where we're going? India would team up with us before anybody else, if you want to know the truth. I think we are more friends to India than other countries. As far as currency-wise, who are they going to put their money with? I think it would be us over them. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with these markets. I promise you, the charts are all that really matter. Great, that we've got opinions about this, but as long as you don't try to make that opinion part of how you trade, it doesn't matter what we say. 41 and a half, 42 years like this, digging in until my fingers hurt into this business, watching everything. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what? We can speculate on anything, but it's so hard to know what will really happen. So, just make sure that we're just chatting and none of it means anything because we don't know what the end result will be. But I do know that the chart kind of lets you know when bad things are going to happen. And we'll see what the chart tells us about currencies over time. So, certainly a reversal here. Now, if you recall yesterday, we had that little crash during our live stream. So all the charts we worked on have nothing on them. But we'll go look and draw them up together and see what's there. So let's go see if the ES... Well, hold on. That was the transportation average, wasn't it? I remember that coming down to the 200 bar moving average. And that's not on here right now. That's going to be an important moment because we're in a holiday reversal. So let's go find out where that is. Oh, Seriously? How about that, huh? You tell me these algorithms don't know where things are. So we have a holiday reversal right here, and they run it down to the 200 bar moving average. Good spot to now put in a couple of days like this, and then, you know, maybe stay around here, and then right back up for the holiday reversal to end. Is what should happen. It's a great spot for it. But you know what the word should means, right? Don't put your money on that. We'll see what it does, and then we'll decide what to do.
Use your analysis, not your opinions.
I think that might happen, but I would never bet on it. When Omni tells me that's going to happen, we'll bet on that. So now we can go to the ES. We'll leave that 200 bar out there. So the it's too fast. Get back here, you. So let's see if we get another click out of this. Make it a little bigger. That's good. One more. All right. So we are seeing the same sort of action. Holiday reversal. Now, where's the 50 on this guy? Those are the two major, for whatever reason, what's in vogue lately are these two. Well, we didn't get to either of them.
The US dollar is the best house in a bad neighborhood.
It's only if your opinion of the world is it's bad. I think it's a pretty good world. I mean, social networking, people's it makes it seem bad, and we have a wacky, I don't know what to call it right now. We have a not the best outlook on the U.S., but it's a temporary view. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think it's true. It's temporary. But anyway, holiday reversal. Let's see. I didn't want that. I wanted this little guy. We have it right there. Didn't really go far, but it did reverse a bit. It's what we were expecting. NASDAQ. Oh boy. Holiday reversal. So that stayed on for some reason. The other stuff disappeared, but that stayed. Holiday reversal did take place. Hey, this is pretty good stuff. Now we know, once again, more proof that it does work. And pull back. I can see it with the naked eye. It's just pulling back to a channel. Look. It's just pulling back to this. See that? We'll take it. Somewhere in here. Holiday reversal. If it doesn't turn into more than a holiday reversal, we should hold in here somewhere. Should. And then head back up. This is in no means is this omni analysis. This doesn't tell me anything more than abstractly we're in some weird channel. I wouldn't call it weird, but we're in a channel, and we're at the bottom of it. When Omni gives me an arrow and says we can buy, then I'd buy, but hopefully that will happen around here somewhere. Well, bricks may, I don't know if it'll never happen, but it's not going to happen tomorrow, trader. And let's go look at the Russell. That's been a mess lately. Ew, there's a big mess there. That's just a really big mess. Look at the Russell 2000.
Wow, look at the big down move from a couple of days
just
ago.
Big mess. That should be on D&D, but you want to grab that or
Sure.
hang up or something? Look at that, huh? Cold call. You should have asked them for money. Hi, I'm so glad you called because I'm really broken. I can use money, cold caller. Did you call me to give me money? And see what they say.
Not a bad idea.
You bet they'll hang up pretty quickly. All right, so make that a little smaller. Makes a little more sense. So that's kind of scary, guys. I don't know. It's an ugly look to it compared to the other markets. And if we really wanted to stretch matters, I mean, something like a flag type thing going on here, right? There's something going on here that looks like a big bear flag. So this one looks unhealthy compared to the others. I will admit, Russell does not look very pretty. Let's hope that reverses at some point. And how's the Dow doing? Not much of a holiday reversal taking place in the Dow. Huh? It's just hanging tough, building a bull flag. Interesting. All right, so as I thought, we're not going to see a very long holiday reversal, at least in the stock market. I don't know, Russell's a little different. We'll figure that out. Now, here's another interesting one. This one we actually played today. We didn't get a fill selling S&P. We would have if we could have, but we didn't. But we did get a fill in gold. So the OMNI last night, before the markets opened, we did our OMNI analysis, and it basically told us to get long the gold at 26.5, 26.5, and today's low was 26.10. Bravo OMNI, right? And up it went. So our first profit objective was 2039. It happened very quickly. It's still up there right now. It's at 2038.5. OMNI nailed that absolutely perfectly for us today. So during a holiday week, at least we got something done today. We didn't get an S&P trade done, but once again, thank you, OMNI. We got a good gold trade done.
We've got a big question.
What's the big question?
Do we not fall in love with the upside?
So, the theme of my videos has been since February 7th that the bottom is in. So don't fall in love with the downside for now. I don't have it on my board, but that would be my mentality. So once again, this is what's going out on YouTube, and the chat room, of course, is here. I'm just showing Mikey what's going on. So somebody asked me about a stock in, okay, INTC. Sam, let's go look.
The Bears are sweating. Very nice.
Wow, all our work is gone. We had work on INTC. Everything's erased after yesterday's crash. So, nice breakout above that, right? So you had these things, you had this sort of stopping it for quite some time. Started right there when the resistance started building. Tried it again here, INTC. Let's go label it. So, and I hate this red. We like prettier colors. That'll work. So we got the INTC daily chart in front of us. And just a quick glance, you had this, right? So what's going on is every time the market gets anywhere near this 31 price, they come in and hammer it. It tries it again, they hammer it. Tries it again. This time catches itself without going down too far and gets above the 200 ball moving average, which is where it stopped last time. And now I think it's looking good and might pull back a little because we're in a holiday reversal. But I like that. I like the F flag sitting right there, which would be this in some ways. So we fell out for the holiday, but this is a holiday week. I literally put on blinders during this week, and I come back on Monday like none of this ever happened and just go to work. Because during a holiday week, you always get weirdness. This very easily could be right back in the F flag, which would look more like this when we put the pole on it. It will be right back in the F flag next week is the likely event because we're in a holiday reversal. So if you can see that, it fell out. Well, let's see what happens when the holiday reversal is over. That's what I'm thinking of that.
Okay, how about TOST?
Never looked at it in my life. Toast. Is it toast?
Let's see.
Toast is toast. Dear Lord, it's got a perfect name. Tell them they should keep that name forever.
Very easy to recognize.
Tell them, according to this chart, their company is toast. Dear Lord, are they in trouble? Look at this mess. And it just looks like it's going to get worse.
You got it, Sam.
All right, so it's kind of an ugly chart to begin with, but obviously whatever news hit here was the event that made things change dramatically, right? I don't know what their internals are and I don't care, but what a mess has taken place. Under the 200, bear flag here, dropping down. You know, yes, it's coming down for a holiday reversal like everything else, but this whole piece looks like an ugly flag. Now, anything can happen. One of the things about trading a stock, let's label this. When you trade a single stock, you are betting that everything in that stock's going to go right. It's not going to lose a contract on a Sunday night. We're going to find out Monday. The CEO of Toast is not going to park his car on the Verrazano Bridge and do a leap at 7 in the morning on the way to work. You're betting that he's not going to get caught smoking a joint or whatever makes people sell a stock for no reason. You're betting all your marbles in one company that none of that bad stuff's going to happen. Instead of trading something like the S&P, which is 500 wacky CEOs, and if 7 of them jump off the bridge on Monday morning, I'll bet it still goes up if it's supposed to go up. So, you know, I don't know why people bet on single stocks when you can just trade the S&P.
Software infrastructure, Toast Incorporated.
Toast is toast, buddy. So it just looks nasty. I wouldn't tell you to go long this at any means. Now, of course, anything can happen, right? They can get a contract. Anything can happen. They could have a report that shows they're having a great quarter, but I don't know. I think it just looks, first glance, you put a gun to my head, I would tell you sell that and don't look back.
We have a little bit of data.
What's this? This is about Ulta? All right, so this is in the chat room. Let me read through it. Wow, it's a lot of good information, sir. Let's go look at it. Oh, stop doing that. My typo fingers are going mad. Nothing there but a holiday reversal. I wouldn't worry about that even slightly. Let's mark this thing. So, with this guy, if you ask me, you know, we had this all drawn up. I don't know if you remember that. This was all drawn up and we had all sorts of notes on it that all got deleted with the crash yesterday. But I think this looks healthy as can be, and that is a holiday reversal. Plus the stock itself, I mean, look at how healthy this is. When it comes down, it's orderly, no gaps, right? Everything is smart, hits an average, back up again. All right, holiday reversal. We get that. So I would be buying this dip next week if OMNI told me I was allowed to. Another story there. I'm not allowed to ever make decisions without my OMNI. But if OMNI says time to get long, I'd be buying dips in that next week.
Oscar, what do you think about Tesla?
Well, the good thing about that is I think it's a great car to drive, but I don't think anything about the stock. Let's go find out what the chart thinks.
Let's take a look.
Personally, I don't know. I'm not one of those really smart guys you see on TV that make calls from their brain because they know. I'm not smart enough for that, so I make calls off the chart. Huh, that's nasty. But it's been having trouble for a while. This was all drawn up, all kinds of stuff on it too, guys. It's just all missing now. So at least we'll label it. We'll get it started. Every day as we do the stream, more stuff will build on the charts.
TSLA is a battery company.
So what else? I'm just putting imaginary
You got it, George.
lines on my mind. All right, so you're breaking two major trend lines at once, but it's during a holiday week, so we don't know if we care. I think you're breaking two of them at once. Look. Oh, sure did. I was right about that. I can kind of just look at a chart and visually put the lines on without drawing them, so I thought I'd put the ones on for you that I seen that made sense. But you see how right here, we're starting to come down between both of them? Or under both of them? And below the average, which last time kept us in check. Holiday week. Probably you're looking at the support zone, kids. This is next week's support area. Right? How could it not be? It's happening during the holiday. So keep your eye on that spot. Somewhere between 83, 93, 95, somewhere between there. If it holds there, we're good. If it gets under, then that means we've broken this and this, which used to be support. Right? Should be green because it's support. We got support here, resistance up there, resistance, resistance, resistance. Then it became support for one try. Through it. So it's through the resistance again and through the support for a day, but that's all that happened as the line created itself. Right? Started here. That was the first reference point. Now we see if it actually works.
A Wall Street analyst I bumped into at the barber shop stated that Tesla is really a battery company. I don't know.
You're talking about Tesla just being a battery company. Well, it's kind of like the guy that said the borders are wide open and the borders are all closed and no one's able to come through right now. I think that's about the same if you ask me. Meaning, if you just look with your eyes, you know that's incorrect, right? Almost not worth repeating his stuff. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. He just delivered 800,000 cars or whatever the number was, 400,000, whatever his crazy number was. I don't think that's just a battery company.
Meaning it's all about the battery.
I don't know about that, but that's okay. Everybody's got their opinion. Maybe when he got his hair cut, he lost his brain. I can tell you this much, it would mean that he doesn't like Elon Musk, so that's why people do that. I don't like him. You know what I mean? You got people that are just strange. His company's nothing but battery company. Whatever. Guy changes the world. He can't make you happy.
Yeah,
There's always going to be creeps on the internet.
I understand not liking someone, but don't change up everything about them. That's come on, don't spread the misinformation. You just look dumb. Not you personally, of course.
No,
anybody
he's
that would say
about,
anything like that.
You're referencing the guy who said that to him. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. So, you know, I guarantee you that if you went to dinner with Bill Gates, you probably wouldn't like him. He's probably not your type of friend that you'd hang out with. You probably wouldn't want him married to your mother or your wife or however that would fit in your life. But you use his products, right? Like crazy every day. You probably wouldn't like most of the CEOs that you meet. But what does that matter if the product that they produce is primo? They're never going to be at your dinner table. A lot of people somehow mix a personality in with the product, and you know, you get what you get when you do that. I don't think anyone knows what we're talking about here. You know, when somebody comes down the pipeline in Edison style, somebody who changes, revolutionizes how we've seen the world and things that we've used every day, suddenly he makes them so much better right before our eyes, and then tries to give it out as free as possible. And then he has haters. You know what I mean? Baby Jesus had haters too. Everybody has their haters. Imagine Baby Jesus on the internet now.
I agree
He
with
wouldn't
you,
have made
Trader.
11 before the crucifixion.
I agree with you. Him being like the Einstein of our generation, that's probably a
Absolutely.
very, very fair comparison.
And what's there not to love about that? We get to witness this with our own eyes as it happens. Our generation gets to see it. It's not a history book. We're watching the history be written for the kids ahead of us. I think it's fantastic. You know, we got to see a few things like that. I think getting to see someone like Michael Jordan, I don't know if you'll ever see another thing like that happen for another 50 years, you know, where you just see a level change what you thought was something that you've been doing for your whole life. It's really great that we've got to witness a couple of things like that. It's just amazing to see.
CEO, president, or most anyone else, I will never meet them, but make my life easier. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely right. That is true.
But a lot of people don't like the personality, so they don't like anything about him and talk bad about their products. And it's not just Elon Musk. It happens to politicians. It's everybody. Led Zeppelin, absolutely. You know, the press hated Led Zeppelin. They were terrible to Led Zeppelin. And it's my favorite band my whole life. If you want a really, really ass-kicking trade from the OMNI, you blast Zeppelin about as loud as you can blast it and let me zone out, and I'll come up with a better trade than any other music you'll ever play for me. And the critics didn't like them. They are known as the Mighty Zepp, the biggest, baddest band that ever really graced that whole era of, you know, of the gods of rock. And the press thought they were horrible. So does it really matter what the press thinks?
Steve Jobs or Elon both changed the world. Oh, 150%.
Steve Jobs, listen, the day I put that iPod on changed my life. I praised him. He changed my life. So yeah, I remember when the Apple computer came out, but I was already into computing before that ever hit. I was a computer nerd from 12 when there were no computers at all. No Bill Gates stuff, no Apple. So when that came out, that was okay. That was just helping stuff I was into. But music, when I got that iPod and I put that on for the first time and I transferred all the music I ever bought in my whole life onto one thing I could carry. Everywhere I went, I could do analysis. It just changed my life, I have to tell you. It's one of the best inventions in my lifetime that ever happened. For me, personally. I'm sure other people would think that's crazy. But that helps this. That music helps my trading.
They go hand in hand.
Always has my whole life. That music's on and I zone out and I'm not listening to anything. I don't even hear the words or anything in the music, but I get into these and the charts and I don't know what happens. I go into a weird zone and I scribble the stuff that's on turns out to be my homework at the end of the session. And sometimes I don't know what I've even written, to be honest. I look at it later on and go, wow, I didn't even know I wrote that. And if someone opens up my office door when I'm in that moment, Mike, what happens to me? You ever see
Basically, it's like such a zone that I'll open the door and it'll be like a quick turn.
I jump out of my seat, right? I'm like, what happened? And then I come back. So it's a freaky place I go to and the music takes me there. Led Zeppelin's one of the bands who helps me get there.
I notice music helps with a lot of things. Like for me with driving, if music is on, I'm a million% a better driver.
So, let's see, I have something here I wanted to take a look at for myself.
They hated Zepp because Keith Richards hated them and the Stones were on top. I mean, if you want to argue Stones could be a better band than Zeppelin, I think that is fair compared to other bands to argue. And I get that completely as well because they were one of the highest at the time. But if I have to choose between Zeppelin or the Rolling Stones, I think I have to go with Led Zeppelin. As cool as the Rolling Stones are and as much as I love them, I gotta go with Zepp over them. But that's interesting and that makes a whole lot of sense too.
Well, the Stones are good, but Zeppelin is much more talented. The four of them are more talented musicians.
But I give praise to the Rolling Stones because it's 2023 and they're still out there, like if it was 1973. So, my praise to them for sure.
All right. So, we're not in a trade.
Zeppelin all the way.
We're not in an S&P trade at the moment. NASDAQ Russell. There are a decent size of the crowd that may or may not still be in the gold trade. If so, they're up a good $700 to $900 per contract on that. We're long gold. So with that, I don't know how many of you have really ever seen what we've got going on here, because when I do these when I start to do these live streams, I'm usually in a trading room, as I've shown you, with a bunch of traders from around the world. Looks like this. They line up. You know, I speak to them all the time, but you guys don't see any of what goes on. You guys who just joined in the live stream. This is my home where I literally live and breathe, and you'll find me every moment of my life. And what we do here together is kind of interesting. Hi, Dano. Hey,
Hello,
Dano.
there.
He can hear me speak. I can type as well. You can see me on camera. I usually have a camera over my head, like this one here. And there's another camera facing me, like the one right now. But I'm using that for live streaming, so it's not in the room. So you can hang out with me here when I'm not live streaming. And basically what we do, let me see if I have an open window, make it easy for us. I'll just grab one from here. Basically what happens is I send you guys a bunch of trade recommendations all day. And of course I don't put them right here in your view for you to see during the stream, because it kind of would be unfair for me to tell my traders where to get in and out of a market and have the whole, and have everybody watching know. So of course, now it doesn't matter where the trade is so much in our favor, you guys can see it. But what normally happens here is I'm sending them trading signals. And those trading signals line up on this side. So, at night about 5 p.m., I'll write over here what's going to happen, what we expect to happen. The OMNI wants us to continue to employ the buyers of dips mentality if trading gold and silver on Wednesday. And then on this side, if I do anything, it starts to show up here. The first flash I posted was my video from last night. So if you click this link, it'll take you to the video. The next flash update that was posted was this. We're going to buy long gold at market. It just traded 2026.5. Here's where your stop needs to go, and I will keep you informed. Now we're in the trade. Boom, we get filled. Stop is in. Next flash update comes out. Gold is now trading 2036. The target is 2039, target 1, followed by the next target. I'll let you know what's going to happen. Fourth flash update comes out. Bingo, the OMNI target has been hit at 2039. Either take your profits or move your stops up to 2024, basically removing risk out of the trade, and await higher targets. So these are the trades. This is one of the trades that we're working when you come in here and you see this ticker board, or you see me looking at charts. We're always in some kind of a live trade, almost always. So you can participate in those live trades very easily. You hit this upgrade button, you pop in over here and you join. It's like $4.30 a day. I'm extremely inexpensive. And you can hang out with me in the trading room, and you can take these live trades. So the cool thing about it is we send it to you in several ways, by the way. The live trades will be sent to you in a fashion like this. There's a loud ringing bell. Ding, 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 and it tells you what to do. At the same time that happens, it shows up on the site. It lands here, so you can see it there. It also goes through a Discord channel. Don't switch, please. It goes to my Discord channel, and you see it happen right here. So it shows up on your phone, wherever you want it to be. And I shoot out an email and a text all at the same time as we're trading. So as we're getting in and out, you'll hear from me. And just go to livewithoscar.com if you'd like to sign up for that. Just figured I'd show you a little bit of what we do here, because I'm starting to stream every day, and I don't think you guys know what even goes on here. That's a piece of it. I do my live video at night, and we kind of act out that video the next day, sitting here as professional as we can be, while we still enjoy ourselves and have fun. Because listen, these markets are open like 23 hours a day, the ones we trade. And you can't sit there serious for 23 hours a day, right? I just can't sit there with my 23 hours a day talking about trading only. So we just kind of live here, and whatever happens, happens. That's Mr. Jose. Would you like to say hello to him?
Gotta enjoy yourself and have fun, because this is serious enough as it is.
Life is serious enough. Anyway, don't know what you guys think about that. Just thought I would spend a little time showing you a little bit of what's going on here. At some point, I can take you over the site and show you all the different tools that are on the site and how it can help you. What platforms would someone need to join? Any platform at all. I'm sending you signals. You never move your money. You never open up another account. You trade wherever you trade. Your account stays put. I just send you signals. But the difference is I'm in a live trading room. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I send you a signal. You know where to find me. It's pretty cool. We do this together. I'm not going anywhere. You don't find me live streaming. You find me in this live trading room 24 hours a day. It never goes away. So the last thing I would want from you, you gotta see gold. The last thing I would want from you is a transfer of your money. I would never dream of it. You know, you do what you got to do with your money. I will help you to the best of my ability. I will do what I could do with mine, and that's how all of us on the X operate. So, Adam, each holiday reversal is different. Good question. I should know this from your previous videos, but I need a refresher on your Oscarisms. How long does the holiday reversal typically last? Let's just say this. By Thursday, you expect it to be gone. You know, it's kind of the way it works. Might start on a Monday, might start on a Tuesday. Usually by Thursday, it's gone. Sometimes Friday, but you know, you expect it to be out of your hair and markets go back to normal when the holiday's over. Now, without me even knowing what the holiday schedule is, I have to assume we're off for Good Friday, not Monday, right? But then Europe's going to be off for Easter Monday. So we're going to have Friday US off, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Europe's going to be off for Easter Monday. It's not looking at a schedule. I'm just thinking last year. Isn't that exactly what happened last year?
Well, traders and friends, this has been fun, but I will see you later. I have to go.
Going to work?
Safe trading. Yes, I am.
Thanks for hanging out with me, Mike.
No
It was
problem.
fun. All right, very cool, kid. Let's go Bitcoin, huh? Where is Bitcoin? 28,405. Yay. See you later, Mikey. Dan will type to you.
Later, Daniel.
So the charts do rule, no doubt. We know that. But reading the chart is a different thing. You do know that, right? So the charts are great. Depends on who reads them. Right? In the wrong hands, they're as dangerous as a loaded weapon to your financial account. It's like dangerous as a loaded financial bank emptying gun.
And just give him a call when you are done.
Thank you, sir. You got your phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Excuse me. All right, so. Europe's off Friday as well as Monday, so they're off Good Friday and Easter Monday, 4-day weekend. Wow, long time to close markets. I remember when I was the broker on the exchange when the trade centers got hit. God, I was okay. So, not long after the trade centers were down, while the pit was still literally on fire, they were calling us up going, please, you guys got to come to work. We've got to open these markets. They cannot be closed legally more than 3 days ever. They've been closed for 7. We've got to get these markets open. And we used to have to go in until they gave us a ferry that took us around. We used to have to go in and literally walk around the burning pit the whole time until we got to the exchange where we were able to trade and reignite the markets. I remember we were literally looking for people, trying to help them on our way to work in the morning, trying to save people. There was nobody to save. So markets were closed for, I think 7 straight, maybe 9 straight days when the trade centers went down. I think it's the only time since markets began operating that they were ever closed for that long in the U.S. So it's a serious thing to close it for 4 days, to be honest. Friday to Monday, that's a lot of closure there. I don't think 40,000 coins is anything, Big House. I mean, what's 40,000 coins? Here, look at Bitcoin. It doesn't look like it's... Now, charts always know what's going to happen, right? Bitcoin does not look like it's afraid of anything. Neither does Ethereum. At this moment in time, it doesn't look like a chart afraid of news event that's going to come out of the woodwork that's going to knock it down. That doesn't mean it won't be that, but it doesn't appear to be that right now. And Ethereum, as you just seen, I mean, look at this monster. This thing's getting ready to blow through this channel. We'll have to raise the roof on the channel a little bit. Look at that. So I'm not so worried about them having to, the government having to sell some Bitcoin. I think it'll just get snapped up. I think it'll be the first time we'll see that kind of movement in Bitcoin where another big entity takes it, like you see on Wall Street. We'll take them. I think that will happen if they try to push them, if they try to push out too many. Because it's in no one's interest that owns Bitcoin to see the price go down, right? No one's interest at all to see the price go down. Yeah, it's looking good if you ask me. I think we'll leave that line there. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're dangerous. Charts in the wrong hands. Take my word for it. I started out as a chartist that didn't know what he was doing. They were dangerous. Thank God I kept practicing. Time check. 3:47. It's going to be 4 o'clock soon already, huh? Oh, I started streaming late today. That's why. So we started our stream late today because I couldn't get my microphone working right. I had done an upgrade this morning to my Stream Deck software, and whatever I did kind of changed the settings on my microphone. You can no longer hear any of the music or any of the things I broadcast in the background, and my voice went underwater. So we got my voice to sound better, but you still will not hear any music I play in the background anymore. And I didn't find where that setting is, so maybe we'll just leave it that way. Won't get me booted off YouTube. All right, so let's go see what the last few minutes means to this market. Let's go watch the ticker. Most important to me is that ticker. I'll move the chat room over here. And where's the other chat room? We'll make it small so I can see everything else. That's better. And I can make this camera a little bit smaller. All right. So we have quotes in the two chat rooms. I can deal with it. Yeah, we're not gonna mess with trading on Easter Sunday. I don't know if the big guy would like that much. $10 till the close. Holiday reversal. If it's over, we're gonna have a fat rally before the close. If it's not, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hey Dano, I forgot to have you teach Mikey something because I put him in the video instead. But I was hoping maybe you can go around and just see if I'm broadcasting on the other social networks. I believe it should be on Twitter, Facebook. Don't know if StockTwits allows it. I should be on LinkedIn. I wanted you to show Mike how to jump on all of those and check for me, but then I put them next to me instead. Bitcoin 28.4. All right, let me send a message to my OMNIX. He's checking for me, which is kind of cool. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Deluge. Yep, I think you're right. Exiles trading will be choppy from now on. Absolutely. You don't really want to be in this mess unless you get a perfect signal. Thank you, sir. All right, let me finish this. My message. Okay, on news. Okay, the stool is loud. A lot of instructions on this one. I think you guys will like this flash update, kids. You'll see it in a moment. Thank you. There's your flash update. Just another moment. Let me just finish this message sending stuff. Fifth flash update. So what I did has sent messages. You saw that pop-up come up on the screen a moment ago. My Discord, it went on that very quickly. It landed here on the OMNI page, and it was emailed out, as you could hear with my phone. So I try to encompass you guys with the trade so that you know where to get in and get out. I was just telling them what to do with their gold trade by the end of the day. What's the minimum average size? So it depends upon the margin of your clearing firm. If you have low margins, you can start with almost anything. If you have high margins, 50, 100 grand just to make sure that you're positioned well. If you want to trade the micros, I see people start with a couple $1,000 because the movement's not dramatic. One lot in the micros is never going to take you, well, I shouldn't say that. One lot in the micros shouldn't bust your account in one day's trade. You know what I mean? Because if it's 400, let's say it's a $400 move in the S&P, it's a $40 move. What is it, 1/5? It's an $80 move for the micro. So it's not going to kill you, you know what I mean? Is it 1/5 or 1/10, guys? Do you remember? Micros, are they 1/5 or 1/10 of a regular E-mini S&P? I don't think I have micros on my board here. Do I? No, I don't see me. It's 1/10. All right, so if you had a $500 loss on a one lot E-mini S&P, it would be $50 of the micro. So it's tradable, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's 1/10. Thank you, sir. I thought maybe it was 1/5. I forgot there are some that are a fifth. This one's 1/10. I don't trade the micros that much. All right, so 2 minutes to the close, and I guess they brought it up from 41.11 to 17, so a little bit of buying came in at the end of the day. Even the S&P. What else do we have here? I think I've got all my chores done for the day. My to-do list looks like it's done. Well, not quite. I got to pick up my daughter and take her to a meeting with a music producer right after the close. That's always fun stuff. See if we get my little superstar known somewhere. There. Clean, sparkly clean, and sitting in a box in the garage waiting for me to have to wash the next set next week. But wait, I've been told there's a product, Dano. I've been told there's a product by Leslie's Pool Supply Center. It's a tray. You put the filter in the tray, you hook the garden hose up to one side, and it spins and does the cleaning for you. How many years have I been cleaning these pond filters, wasting a lot of my life? Good thing I use it as mental therapy. I think there's a device. Hopefully, Dano, you're really good at the research. Maybe he wasn't lying. So, Trader SLA Oscar, They say the money's leaving the markets, so why are they still going higher? I can tell you why. We are still at a spot. The risk that's what I think it's this. We're still in a spot where risk, you need to use risk to get 10 to 14% out of the S&P, or no risk, you'll get 5%. People still go, you know what? Shoot for the bigger one for me. I'll take the risk. If rates go to 7, 8%, stock market's going to really feel that one. Because then everyone just moves their money out of it. Why even get in the S&P? You can get guaranteed 8% from the government, possible 10% from the S&P with risk, 8% without, you run to the government, right? So if rates go that high, then yes, the markets will get destroyed. I like the bell, Dana, or Deluge. Commercial time. You know, there probably is one page I haven't shown you guys, but let me see if I can find it quickly. It'd probably be connected to this. If any of you traders are serious out there and you kind of recognize what I'm capable of when I'm being serious, if you want to get to know me better, come to OMNIBootcamp.com right here. And it's really easy. A video will play if you want to see what I've got to say to you. Otherwise, just click here and fill out a quick application. Boom, boom, boom. Put all that stuff in and it'll get to me and I'll call you back. There are a few questions so I get to know you a little better. And then you can expect a phone call from me if you go to OMNI Bootcamp and fill out the OMNI Camp application if you're considering coming out to this crazy event that will take place. And it put my screen in HD mode. So yeah, there's a video that will play. It'll tell you all this crazy stuff. And if you like what you hear, fill out that application and I will definitely give you a call on that. So I was showing you a bunch of other stuff earlier. I don't think I showed you the OMNI Bootcamp. And if you don't want to come to camp, but you just want to get to know me better, you still fill that out. And you can choose a time that we can speak as you're filling out, you know, the stuff that goes through here. Once you get past your name, you can choose a time to have a telephone conference with me, and I will certainly converse with you if you want to do that. So if that strikes your fancy, make sure you go to Live with Oscar and take care of that. Or OMNI Bootcamp, I should say, and take care of that. All right, barring that, there's really nothing else to do but either get out of our gold trade at the close or do what you've seen in the instructions in the flash I sent you, OMNIacs, and get ready for tonight's markets. Let's see where our chat room is. Well, thank you guys. I will, of course, be back tomorrow. I would have been in earlier today. I was here, of course, but as I mentioned, we had some audio issues that needed to be ironed out. And I think it sounds better now. So everyone, thank you for showing up. Make sure that you come hang out with me at livewithoscar.com. Click chat live with Oscar and you're in my trading room. And I will be on these live streams as often as I can each day. Thank you. Appreciate all of your help. Please like and share and do whatever happens to move these things around to other people on the internet, please. Appreciate that, kids. I'll be here every day. Thank you. Appreciate you. At some point, I'll try to make this into some kind of a routine. We'll start doing certain things at certain times. I'm going to ease into it, guys. I just got back from vacation. It takes me a while to ease into my insane 20 hours a day. I'll ease into something cool about these as well. I'll give it